Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to be able to give a talk on behalf of my delegation, which is called Modular Innovation in the US and the Business Opportunity in China. Our members are mostly from EMBA alumni of the Bimba Business School at Peking University or the National School of Development at Peking University. All of them are excellent leaders from a variety of industry, of either manufacturing or investment banking. Our trip to the US is to search the origins of innovation, is to explore new technologies, new business models, and new business opportunities. This is the last day of our journey in the United States. In the past 10 days, we traveled across the East Coast from the West Coast to the East Coast, visiting firms that focus in the development of cutting-edge technologies. For example, LightCell, which is using water and air to store energy, Terrafugia, flying car maker, MC10, who is making flexible electronics, and Electricity, who is making it possible to use a wireless charging. We also visit the platform providers and incubators, including AngelLease and Mass Innovation Lab. And also, we listen to the insightful megatrend predictions and forecasts by Frost Sullivan, a very famous consulting firm. What we have seen is incredible here in the United States. The innovation activity in the United States is coming out like a volcano, which is powerful, durable, desirable, and very profitable. It covers the fields of energy, aerospace, robotics, electronics, healthcare, and even education. I'm running a MBA program. I know I'm in trouble. And we try to summarize what we have seen in these days as modular innovation. By modular innovation, we mean two dimensions of the innovating activities, which I put it in this way as a horizontal aspect and a vertical aspect. First, the horizontal dimension, which is based on the combination of the elements required for innovating activities. And an innovative product like a Terrafugia or astronaut shuttle, a flying car, needs power design, exterior design, dashboard design, substance design, financing patent design, and so on and so forth. These elements constitute not only a product, but an ecology. Each element is not only of the highest quality, but also in a very narrow division of labor. By putting all these elements together, it becomes a world-class pioneering product. And that is what we mean by the horizontal dimension of modular innovation. And second, the vertical dimension. The vertical dimension is a combination of decision-making power in all stages of innovative development, from the stage, from the concept, the notion, to the science, to the technology, and the financing, manufacturing, and marketing. And different roles provide different professional knowledge, and they have different amounts of discretion power at different time. Different point of times. And the earliest, it's the scientists who have greater discretion power, and followed by maybe by the venture capitalist, and then our manufacturers, and then the entrepreneur, the sellers. As we just learned at MIT yesterday, every dollar that is invested in the R&D at the university or any research institute must be associated with $100 that is invested in the commercialization process in order to eventually turn scientific theory into consumable products. In the course of this progressive process, profit scale gradually become clear, and the distribution of the entire windfall profit of the innovation among of these inventors, investors, manufacturers gradually nailed down, making it clear. And this is the vertical dimension by vertical dimension of modular innovation as we understand. Now let me give some words on China's economy. Over the past 30 years, China's economy has experienced a very fast growth rate. Many people even call it economic miracle. I myself don't see it that way. I think there's no such thing as a miracle. Everything is explainable. Okay? And there are a number of crucial steps of economic reform that make all this happen, as I believe. And the reform of property rights system, it is like a semi-privatizing of the land. It's not fully privatizing, but semi-privatizing the land. And the price deregulation will lift most of the price control. We laid off many state-owned enterprise workers. And most importantly, we joined the WTO. Okay? So all these four or five elements, that's a great contribution to the current miracle, economic miracle. But today, however, as Professor Tang Min has, as Dr. Tang Min has said, mentioned earlier today, the economic growth rate has slowed down and will continue to slow down. The reason is manifold. For example, it might be the fact that the demographic dividends is diminishing. The population in China is aging. It might be the fact that China has implemented counterproductive labor law. Too much welfare, too much regulations. And it might be the fact that the state-owned enterprises are badly operated, so on and so forth. So the economy is slowing down. To get rid of this trend, we must find breakthroughs. One major breakthrough is the current wave of modular innovation. We should search for, identify, and seize opportunity for China in this great trend. We can see today as the chain of the production is already being formed, the entire chain, and which is the innovation by the scientist, and the selection by the capitalist, and the mass production by the manufacturers, and also the marketing by the managerial experts. So this is the entire chain. We believe that China, namely the Chinese government, the businessmen, and the academia people, should seize these opportunities, aiming at manufacturing and marketing, and make efforts as the following. I have 4 proposals. First one, as far as the information exchange is concerned, exchange of accurate information is basic. We should build up a platform or multiple platforms, such as think tanks, in order to facilitate the exchange of information among R&D institutes, entrepreneurs, investors, and inventors, and manufacturers, and so on and so forth. For example, introducing Frost Sullivan into China would be a good idea. Number 2, as far as the financing, funding is concerned, we should build a platform or multiple platforms to facilitate the matching between inventors and investors. Such a platform may help Chinese entrepreneurs to accurately and effectively inquire, verify, and discover and screen the patent with potential commercial value, therefore overcoming the severe problem of asymmetric information between inventors in the US and investors in China. So, in that regard, introducing angel lists to China would be a good idea. Number 3, on the legal level, we should, Chinese people or the government, we should on a large scale, introduce the arbitration mechanism for IP disputes that has been proven to be reliable and efficient and unbiased in order to reduce the cost of learning and the cost of transaction. By doing so, we may be able to quickly lessen Americans' concerns on IP infringement when mass production is carried out in China. Number 4, about the strategic cooperation level. While it is absolutely fine for the Chinese investment bankers to look for opportunities to invest in the innovation activities so that they can capture the gains to the financial investment, we should also consider to do the strategic investment. So there's just opposed to two different kind of investment: financial investment and strategic investment, by which we mean to look for chances to manufacture and marketing the innovative products that is initially developed in the U.S. So I got 4-point proposals: exchange the platform to exchange for information, the platform for funding, to knowing all this accurate information about a patent or so on, and the legal system to facilitate all this the disputes, IP disputes, and also look for a chance to cooperation, okay? So that to take the so-called comparative advantage of the division of labor. During this 10 days of visit in the United States, we are so much inspired and